presented with the hardest game with exciting upcoming cruiserweight Aloys Jr. Good to see you today.
No, it's absolutely amazing to be around the young kids, and yeah, man, it's a good day.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of explanation about what we're doing here today. It's a box-wise session at Islington Boxing Club. What were you getting involved with back there?
So we're just helping out the kids. They're hitting the bags. I'm obviously helping out their technique. Frank Warren's got us to do some charity thing for these lot, for the youngsters, and we're just giving back as a community.
You used to be one of them youngsters yourself, because I first stumbled upon you at Repton Boxing Club on a Sunday morning once. I dropped in, Daniel Dubois happened to be there. I dropped in to see my old mate Tony Burns, and I was taking a picture with Burnsy, the iconic trainer, and Daniel Dubois, the famous heavyweight, and you, about 15 years old, looking very muscular in your Repton vest, suddenly insisted on being in the picture and said, I need to be in this. So you're in it. You always had that confidence.
Always has been born. I've been born with that confidence. You know, I know that I need to be one of the best. I need to be an all-time great, and that's how I look at myself.
You just said all-time great, then. Okay, so we're like 11 fights deep, right? 10 fights deep.
It's gonna be my 10th fight, but step by step. I'm not here to be average. I don't see myself as average, and I won't accept me being average.
And it's interesting because you took a tough assignment in your first pro fight. I think you jumped in the last minute and lost your first pro fight. And then since then, you've put this impressive streak together, and you seem to be one of the most exciting up-and-coming fighters in Britain.
Yeah, absolutely. No one in Britain has the same explosive power that I possess. It displays itself in the ring, you know. And if I catch someone, we know how it goes. They go to sleep.
So you have total belief in that power?
Absolutely. It's not belief. I know of this power. I've seen it too many times to have any doubt in this power. Not only my power, my IQ.
So, okay, so if the power doesn't work because we know you can't knock everybody out, then you have that covered?
Exactly. Like my last opponent, Oronzo Brady, good opponent. We went 10 rounds, and he's a slick star. He's a boxer. Very, very slippery. To catch someone like that flush is a very hard job to do, but despite me not being able to land that shot, I still got the win.
An old adage in boxing is don't look for the knockout, let it come. Do you actively seek it, or are you just incidental about that?
It's very funny you say that, because I learned that lesson in one of my third or fourth amateur fights. Don't look for the knockout just comes, and that's my ethos when I go into the ring. I don't look for the knockout, I just look to land the shots, and they just come.
Your opponent on Saturday night at Wembley as part of the Magnificent Seven, Bill, Lewis Oakford, he's what I would call an ambitious B-side. He is the B-side, but he'll be coming to win and try and change his life to some degree by beating you.
Well, that's clearly not going to happen, isn't it? I'm going to make sure that does not happen. I've been working incredibly hard. I've been going over the strategy with my team. Oakford is going to be there for a beating.
You're with Ben Davidson and obviously also Barry Smith in the gym.
Yeah, man, it's a great gym to be in. It's a great atmosphere. They only take the best of the best, and they see my potential, and I'm just going to express my potential on Fight Night.
Tell me about the other fellow, Lee Wiley, that's on board. He rose to prominence making these kind of interesting YouTube videos where he'd analyse the styles and techniques of the all-time greats. And I believe he's a consultant and quite a sort of important part of that team. Have you come into contact with him?
Yeah, absolutely. Lee Wiley is like a wizard in this boxing game. He sees stuff that I can't even see at times, and he just shows it to me and teaches me what I need to do.
I mean, you're fully intended on being not just a good fighter, not just a world champion, but an all-time great. Who is your boxing hero?
I have so many. I have Canelo Alvarez, I have Mike Tyson, David Haye. So many fighters that are at that pedigree. Evander Holyfield, the list goes on and on.
It looks, I suppose you would be most easily identified with Mike Tyson. People would think you have that kind of prowling menace and that kind of no-nonsense approach.
No, definitely. I don't mess around in the ring. And the way I see things is life or death in the ring. So you choose life or you choose death, and I would choose life every single time.
You're not the... I mean, you're stocky, but you're not the biggest of guys. You're not the tallest of guys. Do you see yourself moving beyond cruiserweight at any point in your career?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in the ring with countless heavyweights, 6'9", 6'8", 6'7", 6'6". It doesn't really matter. I know how to get in there and execute my plans.
A friend of mine called Michael Aloys says there's no such thing as a height or reach advantage.
Yeah, that's how I see it. It just depends on how you see things. Yeah, I only give you that advantage if I stay away from you. But if I'm on you and I'm moving my head, how are you going to deal with that?
Sure. In closing, look forward to seeing you on Saturday and charting your progress from here on in. Do you care to give us a quick prediction for Fury Usyk 2, which is like 2.5 weeks away?
Usyk wins again. Probably same fashion.
Who do you want to win, just emotionally, preferentially?
Of course, I would want Tyson Fury to win, man. He's one of our own. He's one of our British.
Does patriotism matter in boxing? I've got to be honest with you. I'm a massive boxing fan since I was 10 years old. Had a few myself, as you can see, maybe not too successfully. But it never mattered, patriotism, to me. I would never have rooted for Dave Boy Green against Sugar Ray Leonard, for instance. For me, it's the fighters mean more than the flags. Your take?
My take is a bit different. I see myself. If I see someone from my neighborhood, I want them to grow. If they're from my nation, I want them to grow and blemish because that brings more success to our nation. That's how I see things.
Junior Aloys, natural born star. Thanks for your time today on The Hardest Game. Good luck on Saturday.